welcome back to Piano Made Simple, the place where future and aspiring musicians come to get inspired. So I received some complaints about some of my students saying, I don't know how to find my C, I don't know how to run my scale, like they're a little bit uncertain or unsure about it. So I decided that due to the extreme love I do have for them, I'm going to wake up this morning, and I'll create a video especially for them. So let's dive right in. So today our video is going to comprise of 5 parts. So the first part is how you find your C. The second part is how you run the scale from your do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, which is. The third part will be how you play tones and semitones. The fourth part will be how you play your chords, and the last part will be inversions. So we're going to do this 5 parts. I'm going to go as slow as possible to make sure you understand what I'm saying. So let's dive right in. So the first part now, how do you find your C? Trust me. Can you all see my MIDI over there on my keyboard? Trust me. Finding the C is the easiest thing on the planet to do. Just apply this logic to it. On your keyboard, look at the black and white keys. You can see these are the white keys, these are the black keys. So what I need you to do now is I want you to focus on the black keys. What patterns can you observe from the black keys? So looking at the black keys, you can observe the black keys are in a pair of 2, they're in a pair of 2, they're in a pair of 2, they're in a pair of 2, and also they're in a pair of 3. Okay, so now forget about the pairs of 3. Locate your pairs of 2. Locate your pairs of 2. This is it. So I believe you've located your pairs of 2. So one more time again, I'll do this slowly so you can understand. Locate your pairs of 2 black keys. See? This is another pair, another pair. Again, another pair, another pair, another pair, another pair, and another pair. So those are your pairs of 2 black keys. Now to find your C, right? Before the black pair, the 2 black pairs, there's a white note that comes before it. So this is the 2 black pair, this is a white note that comes before it. This is the 2 black pair, this is a white note that comes before it. The 2 black pair again, this is a white note that comes before it. So the white note that comes before the 2 black pair is what we call the C. So this is your 2 black pair, this is the white note that comes before it, this is your C. This is your C, this is your C, this is your C, this is your C again, this is your C again, this is your C again. So one more time, how did I find my C? I located a pair of 2 black keys on the keyboard. This is a pair of 2, 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 and this is a pair of 2. After I located the pairs of 2, what did I do next? I found the white key that comes before the pair of 2, which is this. This is a pair of 2, this is the white key that comes before it. So this is my C. In this case, pair of 2, white key that comes before it. This is my C. Next thing, pair of 2, white key that comes before it. This is my C. 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 So those are my C's on the keyboard. So now, going over to the next step. So now you need to know your notes. So we're all playing this on the key of C, right? So now when I mean notes, on the keyboard we have 7 notes. The 7 notes are Do, Re, Mi, Fa, Sol, La, Ti. Those are the 7 notes we have on the keyboard. Do, Re, Mi, Fa, Sol, La, Ti. One more time. I want you to also say it as I'm saying it. It helps you memorize it. So we go Do, Re, Mi, Fa, Sol, La, Ti. Those are the 7 notes we have on the keyboard. Good. So how do you play them? For now, I've shown you guys the fingering process before in my previous videos, but for now, I'm going to go very, very basic. Trust me, very basic. I just want you to know them. You might not play them correctly with the right fingers. Alright, this video, I just want you to know them. Knowing it is then when you know it, you can improve on how to play it. I want you to know it. So on the key of C, since this is our C, right? This will be our Do. This will be our Re, as you can see. This will be our Mi. This will be our Fa. This will be our So. This will be our La. This will be our Ti. And that is it. I'm back again to Do. Then you do the same thing. Do, Re, Mi, Fa, Sol, La, Ti. 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 So you go Do, Re, Mi, Fa, Sol, La, Ti. After Ti, you go again from Do again. You do the same thing, and you do the same thing, and you do the same thing. That's how you find your notes. So one more time, I want you to know it. Do, Re, Mi, Fa, Sol, La, and Ti. Good. So we're done with the second part now. The third part now is tones and semitones. So what do I mean by tones and semitone? A tone is when a note separates your starting note and your ending note. That's what we call a tone. So for example, let's say I'm holding this like this, right? Just imagine me being in the middle. This is my starting note, this is my ending note. So for you to go for my starting note and ending note, you have to pass through me, right? So it means this is what we call a tone. But if I'm going from where? Starting to ending. Let's say I'm the ending, this is the starting. From here to here, there's nothing separating us. We call that a semitone. I hope you understand that. So, on the key of C, right? This is the key of C. If I'm going from here to here, this is my starting note, this is my ending note. Is there something separating these two notes? Yes, this is separating them. This is separating this note and this note. So we call this a tone. From here to here, this is separating starting and ending. We call this a tone. And just to note, a white note may do the separation, a black note may do the separation. So you don't have to cram this. Understand the logic. The logic is what matters the most. When a note separates a starting note and an ending note, we call that a tone. When no note separates the starting and ending, for example, from here to here, no note separates them. This is starting, this is the ending. If you can look at your keyboard, there's no note separating them. We call this a semitone. From here to here, we call this a semitone. Why? Because no note separates the starting and ending. We call this a tone. From here to here, we call this a tone. Why? Because this separates starting and this is starting, this is the ending. This white note separates them. We call that a tone. So I bet you understand how tone and semitones work now. So in running your scale, you need to know how to semitones and tones. So from your Do to your Re, from Do to Re, what that is semitone, sorry. From Do to my Re, it means Do is my starting, Re is my ending. From Do to Re, a tone occurs. So you add a note to separate them. From Re to Mi, another tone occurs. You add a note to separate them. From Mi to Fa, a semitone occurs. We add no notes. Don't add anything to separate them. Mi to Fa is a semitone. Fa to Sol, a note separates them. So to La, a note separates them, is a tone. La to Ti, a note separates them. a tone. From T to Do, no note separates them. It's a semitone. So that's how you run your scale on the key of C. So I want you to take this logic, try yourself, do that on the key of C sharp, D, G sharp, F, and so on. Try that. Use that same logic. T, T, S, T, 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 S. That means tone, tone, semitone, tone, 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 semitone. It means from your do to your re is your tone. From your re to mi is another tone. From your mi to fa is a semitone. From your fa to so is another tone. From your so to la is another tone. From your la to T is another tone. From your T to do what is a semitone. So that is T, T, S, T, 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 S. Guys, get this logic. You can replay this video a couple of times. I want to make sure you get the logic. So that's it. So the next one I was playing chords. On the key of C, right? Now you can find your C, you can find your Do, you can run the scale. You can also play your semitone, tone, tone, semitone, tone, 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 semitone. You can also do that. Now, how do you play chords? So if you watch my last video, I talked about how to play chords. The Do chord is Do, Mi, So. This is how you play the chord for the Do chord. Today I'm only going to focus on the Do chord, Fa, and So chord. So the Do chord, Do, Mi, So. That's how you play the Do chord. This is a root. To play the first inversion, you play Mi, So, Do. Second inversion, So, Do, Mi. That's it for the Do chord. So look at this. Do, Mi, So, Do. This is the root. Do, Mi, So. First inversion, Mi, So, Do. Look at it. Mi, So, Do. Second inversion, So, Do, Mi. So, Do, Mi. So these are the first and second inversions and root for the Do chord. So let's go one more time. Root, first inversion, second inversion. Good. So now we're going to the Fa chord. I'm just focusing on the Do, Fa, and So chord for today in this video. The Fa chord is Fa, La, Do. This is a root, Fa, La, Do. Write it down. Fa, La, Do, Fa, La, Do. First inversion, La, Do, Fa. La, Do, Fa, Fa. Second inversion, Do, Fa, La. Do, Fa, La. Do, Fa, La. That's for the Fa chord. One more time. Root. First inversion. Second inversion. That's it. And the last one for today, So chord. So this is So chord. This is the root, So, Ti, Re. That's the root, So, Ti, Re. First inversion, Ti, Re, So. Ti, Re, So. Ti, Re, So. Second inversion, Re, So, Ti. Re, So, Ti. So now those are the chords and the inversions. So those are the fourth and fifth parts. These are the chords. So Do, Fa, So. Then the inversions are for the Do chord. Inversions for the Fa chord. Inversions for the So chord. So that is it. I want you to take this video slowly. You can even reduce the speed of the video to, like, let's say 0.5 or 1.